Hello, this is Professor Hazera again, and again during the semester. And this is part of your final project. I'm going to put up two videos, and they're videos of a very rough Moderna evaluation they did. And you're going to have to do sort of the same thing for Novavax. And any improvements you can make are good because I'm just beginning to work with these two companies myself. Okay, they're kind of interesting cases. Anyway, so Moderna, we all know what happened in Moderna. It came out with a vaccine. It's one of the two big vaccines on the market. Really, the others are kind of fillers. Anyway, so the thing for Moderna is that because they came out with a vaccine this year, their revenues and earnings are supposed to go through the roof, and they'll probably flatten next year. And we see this pattern. Average estimates for March 21 quarter are $3.21. Last year's earnings for the quarter were negative 35 cents. You see the same sort of spike for the quarter in June 21, $5.35 was as estimated for the quarter. A year ago, they lost 31 cents. And this is the big one. A year ago, they lost nearly $2, and this year they're going to make close to 22. So it's almost a tenfold increase earnings per share. But you'll notice that once they hit this spike here, given the suddenness of, they're rushing out these vaccines, that once the market's a little more saturated, more competition, then their earnings are going to flatten out a little bit. So they're going to go from $21.81, which is what's brought down there, to $14.87. You're going to see the same pattern in revenue, but in a sense, it's more extreme. A year ago, sales for the March 21 quarter was $8.4 million. This year, it's going to be $2.41 million, which is considerably higher. A year ago, for the quarter in June 21, they had 66 million in revenue. This year, it's estimated to be 4.23 billion. And for the year, it really comes in exaggerated. A year ago, at $803 million in sales, and the average estimate is going to be 16.6 million. So that was like it's 20-fold. But you also see the flattening effect. So after earning 16.6 billion, they go to 13 billion, which is very respectable, but it's not this wild spike, right? And then so it's going to go from 16.6 to 13 billion, more or less. That's a prediction. And let's take a look at the growth rates down here. The growth rates if you just looked at this 5-year growth rate, it looked very reasonable. But we all know the volatility of this thing. So in the current year, they're going to grow over 1,000%, 1,200%, 1,200%. But in the next year, they're going to go down. They're going to shrink by 31%, 32%. We saw that there. So it's a huge spike and then sort of going down and flattening out a little bit, which is what you'd expect. But it's being compressed because of the timing of the pandemic. Usually this takes a lot. So I'll put up this video, and then I'll put up the next video, which is the sheet. And I'm not going to show you the whole sheet. I'm just going to show you the R&D aspects of it.